Greetings to all. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony. So today I will be talking about the problem, which is the problem of basic learners, intermediate or even advanced one also. How to build up the vocabulary, how to learn new words, how to remember the learned words. There are lots of times that we find that sometimes we have learned new words but we tend to forget. We have gone through many vocabularies but we forget when the time comes to use those. Especially sometimes we think that, okay, what is the word for that? What do we call this action? What do we call this thing? What do we call that object? Because we have not gone through so far, or we have not put the right efforts to learn vocabulary, because this problem can be for anyone. It is not a, like I basically talking about, it is a simple problem because you learn a new word and you happen to forget that. आप वर्ड सीखते हैं, फिर आप नए वर्ड सीखने के लिए पुराने वर्ड्स भूल जाते हैं या नए वर्ड्स नहीं सीख पाते, या आप नए वर्ड सीख के उसको याद नहीं रख पा रहे हैं और उसको यूज नहीं कर पा रहे हैं. Actually, the problem is that, suppose I am learning new words. I learned 2 new words today. Okay, I will remember for 1 day, for 2 days. They will go in the short-term memory. And in order to make those words very stronger and to paste in my memory forever, I need to use those words. Unless you use those words, you cannot remember those words. It can be an action, it can be an object name, it can be something's name, it can be anything. I'm talking about. A language is stronger when you have many words, lots of words with you. And moreover the words, let you know the most important thing, not even knowing the words enough, but to use those words in the right context. So here I have some points for you how you can build up the strong vocabulary. The very first is reading and reading. You need to read different kind of stuff, different sorts of books, newspaper, magazine, as far as your interest lies, wherever you find. Your interest is concerned, you can learn or you can read anything. Because you will be finding little joy of doing that. If you are doing, sometimes reading can be monotonous for somebody. You can just listen to your favorite topic, to your favorite thing. It can be any podcast, it can be TED Talks, if I talk about. TED Talks, simply no, I must recommend to all my students to listen to the TED Talks. I also usually used to listen TED Talks, 3 TED Talks every time, sometime in a day, sometimes I used to listen. Because 10 to 15 minutes, I must tell you that 10 to 15 minutes if you just spend on listening to TED Talks, it will improve your vocabulary. Not even like you will have lots of words, but you will come to know in which context the words are being used. Because different places, different words are to be used. That is called correct English. So when you are in terms of reading and listening more, it means you are making your vocabulary very stronger. Now, suppose you read something, suppose you listen to something, any new word, new vocabulary, new structure. You know one more thing, that you will forget that. Unless you note it down somewhere. You need to note it down. Make it a habit of noting it down. When you note it down, automatically that word is there. Now, sir, noting down is enough? No. You need to use those words. Suppose you learn a new word. For an example, any word, if I take chaos, okay. I got a word, new word, chaos. Okay, I went through the word chaos. Chaos means unsystematic or proper disorder or utter disorder. Okay. I will forget this word in case if I don't use it. First of all, what should be the habit of yours as you listen to, you read any or you go through any new word, new vocabulary, use that then and there only. Sir, how can I use that? First of all, you should know that the word you have learned, it is a noun, adjective, adverb or what. And second and most important thing, you should know that the word has been used in which context, in which expression the word is expressing what. That is far more important. When you know that this word is used for that context, oh, that time you come to know, okay, this is used for that expression. And I suggest my students to read novels and stories books. Story books are very, very beautifully define those expressions. So, noting it down and use that. Now, sir, how can I use that? That is also one more question. You can make sentences, 2-3 make sentences. You can make 2 or 3 sentences or even 5 sentences then and there only. Now, I don't think so it is very difficult. Because I also used to forget the new words. And sometimes it happens also. But if you learn a new word, you bag it, what do you need to do? You just all need to do, just make a sentence on that. Make 2 different sentences, 3 different sentences, and when you do so, automatically what happens? You are on the right track and you will be learning new words and you will keep using. If you don't use, again it will go to the short-term memory and it will fade away. It will get dust. It is like, let me tell you, you just keep a mirror in a clean room and you close the room, and after 1 month if you open the room, you find the dust particles on the mirror. Same like word meanings or vocabulary. If you don't use that, it will have dust. It will fade away. So I strongly recommend that use those words. Vocabulary you have come across, different expression you have come across, in which context the word has been used. So just do what? Just you need all to do. You just make the sentences then and there only. And make it a habit of writing it down. Because when you write it something, writing and then speaking it up, then making the sentence is the best way to learn any new words. Because, okay, there are various other, if I tell you other ways also, that you can just write down the words and paste it. Sometimes it becomes monotonous, boring. You will find all just boredom there. You'll say, sir, okay, once in a blue moon I did that was working. Okay, I used to go to my room and I used to read that. But I know that it is not possible for especially those who are office goers. For a student, okay, I can say, okay, for a while it can be manageable, or he or she can just manage or do this on a continual basis. But it is still difficult to paste it and again to remove it. No, that's okay. That's you just make a notebook and just keep writing. And more importantly, that you, whenever you go through any new thing, as I told you in my previous videos, that when you go anywhere, you just see what is happening around me, which actions are taking place, right? What the things are happening around me, what the objects are lying here and there. You just think in how can I say those in English. This is the best way that you can learn. And when you, sir, I see new thing, or I go through any new thing or any new action or any new item or anything. Sir, how can I learn? You can just refer to online dictionary. Online apps are there. And you can use your technology. As we are growing, so we need to understand that how to use the technology. Right? So you can use that even. It is very wonderful way to improve. Nowadays everything is in your hand. The phone you're having, everything it has. With one click, you access to your answers. You access to your queries. Yeah, I think that today I'm speaking to those who learn new words but they skip it. But if you do all these things and you are in the habit of writing, you are making notes, writing words and making the sentences then and there only in your brain and even speaking it out. 2-3 sentences, I don't think so that it will be taking more than 10 to 15 seconds. That's enough. For learning a new word, I don't think so that it will cost you more. Just speaking it out. Speak it out. Speak it out. Make sentence. That's it. Right? Reading is helping me. Listening is helping me. Technology is helping me. And if you have somebody to speak to English, maybe you don't have any native speaker, obviously that everybody will not find that native speaker from where, but you can find a person that who can speak English in a better way. It can be your mentor, it can be a teacher, it can be somebody that you find comfortability level. Okay, you are comfortable, you can go and just talk to them. They will help you out, because when they speak, you will listen, and when you are listening, not even you are listening to them, you are learning new expressions, that how they are speaking some words and in which context they are using. Then you can ask them, you use this word, may I know? Okay, if you are not able to do this, no problem, just come home and just make a note of it, find it out. In which expression these words are, because these things you are going to do that. If you don't do, then don't think that okay, by sitting only your English can be improved. It is not possible. Because many of you on the verge of losing your jobs, many of you have already lost your job, many of you have already lost the promotion level that you were about to achieve, has been given to somebody else whose communication skill is better than yours. Where are you? Think about yourself, please. The thing is meant and kept for you. Do not let you be replaced. Don't. Please. Because your little efforts are making big difference. You want to speak English. You want to speak English confidently, fluently, but you don't want to do anything, then there is no alternate. There is no shortcut. People may tell you just in 60 days you can learn fluent English, you can speak fluent English in 30 days, 15 days, 90 days. No, my dear, such thing, don't believe, please. How many times you must have gone for such courses and how much? See, I can say that level can be improved, that is true. But until and unless efforts are put, result is not there. Efforts are to be put in the right direction. How many of you, those who are listening to me right now, must have taken or opted many online courses? How much difference that you know very well. I'm not asking you. You can ask it to yourself. Today I'm very serious. When I talk about all these things, I become like people, okay, we want to learn. We want to be fluent. We want to do this or that, but we don't want to put efforts. Without words, can you imagine a language? Think about a language without words. Not possible. I don't think so. It's just like a tree without fruits. Obviously, I'm talking about the fruit trees, not other. How much efforts we are making in order to improve our vocabulary, because we know that to speak a language we need to have enough words, and enough words we need to have in which context I'm going to use those. When you have lots of words, you automatically become stronger. Your confidence just brims over reality, because you have words in your bag. You have bagged enough words. Every day I have made a habit of learning 2 new words. Every day, 2 new words. This is my habit. Okay, you can say, sir, 10 words, 2 words are nothing. My dear, if I go positively, in a month I'm learning 60 new words, and 60 like something. You can go for 10 new words, and next day after a week you will forget that what is the benefit. Better you start with little, but at least that will be lasting. It will be lasting. So that you can say, okay, I am learning. Because small steps, you can, okay, sir, I am writing 20 words. My dear, 20, 30 words not possible to remember. How many words you are going to use? And next time try to use those words. When you use those words, it will be your habit, and when it is your habit, those words will remain in your brain, and brain will supply it to you when you need that. You can repeat with me. 1, reading, listening to TED Talks, podcasts, other apps, many things are there. Then online dictionary you can. That is very helpful, that I told you. You go through any new word, any new action, any new object, find from the dictionary. What do I call that? It will help you. Online dictionary, that is in our hand, and in a pocket. I think everybody, those who are listening to me, you all must have. If you don't have dictionary, you must have Google. Just Google it, no problem. And in which context you are reading, that is more important thing. Whether your word is a noun or adjective, adverb. So slowly you will learn that. I'm not asking you to make the things very complex at a very beginning level. No. At very initial stage, no need to make anything complex. No. make the things easy and comfortable for you. Because you need to be comfortable in order to learn properly, right? Then technology I have talked about, listening, books. Then you can interact with somebody, as I narrated you, interact with somebody who is a good speaker of language. He or she will help you in a wonderful way to improve your English. Sometimes your English is just it needs a simple touch, like final touch. Sometimes it needs or requires a betterment of the pronunciation. Sometimes it requires the right way of learning new words. So just keep speaking to them. When you keep speaking to them, automatically you will have lots of new words, expressions. Because listening is the key. How many ears God has given us? 2. How many mouths? 1. So listen more. When you listen more, automatically you can speak more. Because that's the key. Listening is the key in your life. Be a good listener. Just write it in your bedroom and paste it forever. Be a good listener. If you are a good listener, you can be a good orator, you can be a good speaker. A wonderful speaker, if you see, that is the quality in the speaker, that he or she is good listener. Make it very clear, listening is the key. Make notes, everything I have to be talked about. Because when I talk to you certain things, I feel overwhelmed. Like I see many students, they want to learn, but when it comes to making efforts, that time they don't want to make efforts. Everybody wants to speak English, everybody wants to show their confidence, everybody wants to have fluency. But how? I need to bring that fluency. That will come through a way, through a door, and door is what? These are the doors. Build up a strong vocabulary first of all. Work upon that. When you have enough words, still somehow you will manage to convey a message. If you don't have words, how can you? Isn't it? So, inch by inch since the target, slow and steady steps towards learning English will make the difference. So I personally recommend you at the end of my video, just go for not even 5-10 words. I'm not telling you, 2 words, 3 words every day, enough. New words every day, enough. Make it a habit of writing. If you cannot write in your phone, you can make notes. By the time you go to your house, or you are, suppose if you are out somewhere and you learn new words, use that there, then and there only. All of us, we have lunch break, all of us, we have snacks breaks, that time it can be done. Then when you go home, in a specific way, you can have your practice. And please don't forget to learn the words in different context. This is most important thing again, I'm telling you. So I hope that you must have liked the class. If you have liked the class, hit the like button, and if you are visiting the channel for the very first time, do subscribe it and share it with those who are willing to speak English fluently and confidently. Both of us will make this happen. Thank you, take care, bye bye, and I love to hear your queries and doubts. Take care.